Hi there. Ooh, I had like this feeling like I really wanted to film another Pikaga reading, but I just couldn't because of life circumstances. I don't know, but finally I'm here and I'm so happy. so, today I really didn't know what to do the reading about, but looking for inspiration I found quite the deep topic actually. so today the reading is about exploring your subconscious. So uh, we're gonna dive in. Um, I don't know. I asked the spirit guides in my little meditation before starting to just for all the messages that come through to be what you need, and if there's anything that you're not meant to know yet, or you're not meant to uh I don't know, just to you are protected, okay? I asked them to protect you, to protect me, to protect everyone that may come across these readings, uh and only for these messages to help you and for them to be what you need. So I trust that that's what's gonna happen and what's gonna unfold. And let's go into the pile picking section. Oh my gosh, pile one. I totally forgot to record your intro. So, hi. if this, if you chose this image, this is your file. Welcome, pile one. Okay, now back to my past self. Hi there! Okay, so as I said in the introduction, maybe you skipped it, I don't know. Today's topic is exploring your subconscious. So, my idea is to explore uh, your shadow. So, in our shadow, we have our dark shadow and our light shadow, the dark part of it and the light part of it. So, usually, the dark part is what we deny or we don't want to acknowledge or see, right? But it usually arises in some instinctual reactions that we have, or in patterns of behavior that we can identify, like through the repeated reactions, what it may be, right? And usually the light shadow is what we see in others uh, uh, through projection, that we really admire and love, and we're like, oh, I wish I were like that person. But usually you are. It's just that you know we there's some reason why we block it. Usually due to trauma, or sometimes maybe we even carry some weight from past lives, right? So uh, I wanted to explore that, and also seek for some guidance or advice to navigate that. Uh, mm, so just know that, as I said in the intro, you are protected. And I asked the spirit guides and whoever wanted to join the reading to have good intentions and to um, only get through messages that you need and that are gonna be good for you. Um, doesn't mean that it's gonna be just everything's uh, positive, because we're exploring subconscious, so there are things that may arise that are you know uh, uh, maybe painful, but I asked for things that you can handle. So yeah, so whoever's watching, you're protected, you're loved. Let's begin Uh, what do I want to use? I didn't think this through. I don't know what cards I'm gonna use, but let's do these. Okay, let's try. Okay, spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, or my viewers, higher self. Oh, something came up. Do we have anything else from this deck, please? For my pile number ones. Can I get only one? Please. This one. So we got Mintakan. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Oof, okay. And fill up your well. Retreat, rest, and refuel. Okay. I hope you can see, because I can see like a glare of light. Interesting. So, I don't know yet. I want to pull more cards, but I can maybe see where this is going. Because the first one, she looks kind of lonely. Because there's this big world, right? And she's like looking at the horizon and maybe like imagining or daydreaming, but she looks like she's, as the keywords say, longing for home. So belonging. Maybe you feel like you don't fit in. I don't know if this is about like your home or if this is a bigger scale, like you feeling like you don't belong in the world. Like if you're from a different world or planet or reality, you know, because the Mintakans are star seeds. I'm gonna read the guidebook though to see if I get more. And with the retreat, rest, and refuel, I'm getting self-isolating tendencies, or like hermiting, hiding. So I mean, I'm not judging because I'm the same. So maybe this is my pile too. Maybe this is my pile as well, but it's giving that, but with rest and refuel, I wonder if that also has to do with feeling some type of way about not being productive, or not taking the time to rest because maybe you feel guilty, or I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it and for it to be something else, but this is just the initial feelings that I'm getting, the initial impressions, right? So yeah, they both seem kind of lonely. So, and there is a lot of water like surrounding them, so it does feel like someone who has a lot of deep feelings and emotions, regardless of if you realize or not, if you exteriorize that or not. There are some people that are very deep and feel a lot, but they conceal it, or it doesn't even go through, and they don't even know what they're feeling, you know, or they don't even know that they're having a hard time, for example, or like having some repressed feelings until they come out in weird and unexpected ways. So yeah, I want to draw more cards. I want, oh my gosh, let's see, maybe these ones. Okay, for pile 1, please, Spirit guys. What can you tell me about their subconscious? Ooh. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna tell you in a second. I just want to see if there's... Okay, it's 2 cards. Let's see. Should I keep them? Let's keep them. So, this one says, you are not alone. And it says isolating, physical connection, and community. So I was right. This is just confirming my first impression. And I'm going to show it to you. There. So definitely you feel like maybe no one understands you, or like you're so different, regardless of if people have made you feel that way ever. If people I suddenly forget. It was there in my mind, but now I can't find the term. If people set you aside, is that the term? Like, if maybe you felt ignored, or like left behind, or something, maybe picked on. I don't know. I hope not, but regardless of that, or if you just have always felt lonely in like groups of people, or no matter where you are or who you're with, and it's just coming from inside, I don't know, but that's a feeling that I'm getting. It's so sad. I knew that some of these things could come up, but I didn't expect it to be like this sad. Let's see. This says an activated earth. How do I translate this? This is in Spanish. Power, places of power. I really should read like the guidebook, because I don't know how to translate this, but it says trust in the place that you're being taken, or trust where you're being taken. Trust where you're being taken. Maybe there's fear around surrendering, or like maybe you need to have some control of things. Maybe that's the reason why you isolate as well, because you know that you can't fully trust people. Maybe you have trust issues. But of course this is more about trust in terms of trusting the divine will and the universe, not other humans. But I'm just trying to fit this into the theme of your subconscious, right? This one says the 7 sister stars. I think that's how we would translate it. Birth creations, life's tapestry, expression. I don't know if I'm translating that correctly, but this, we can see like all of these figures like dancing around and enjoying and expressing themselves. So I wonder if you're also afraid to like express yourself, speak up, or like just show people who you are, just like exist in front of other people. You know what I mean? Like maybe you are made to feel like you expressing yourself was bad or silly, or I don't know, you were scolded for it, or I don't know, there's some type of wall between you and like the rest of the world, I feel like. But that's so sad. I'm sorry you feel that way, because like honestly I relate. I'm trying to not project myself into into this reading, but I feel like it's just, I'm not trying to read this for myself. I'm just trying to like let you know that you're not alone. Even if you feel like you're alone, there's a lot of people that feel this way. And let's see what else comes up. Let's see for your dark shadow. Let's see this one. Let's see, can we have any insight for pile one's dark shadow? Anything from this deck, Spirit Guides? Pile one. Okay, this one I think. Oh my god. It's Venus in Aquarius. Detachment. I hope you can see this because there's like a lot of light here, so I can't really see in the camera if you can see this correctly. Detachment. Man. Yeah. You may really tend to retreat inside your mind and like live in your head because of feeling like, as I said, misunderstood, or like what's the point, you know, to like express yourself. Maybe you feel like, I don't know if this is coming from a place of I don't think that I have anything valuable to say or share or express, or if it comes from like people won't appreciate it, or they, you know, they will make me feel like, I'm just scared that they will make me feel rejected, or like it will trigger feelings in me of sadness. Let's see. I want to ask how or when or how or like the context of why, when or how this part of your dark shadow originates. What were the circumstances when the... Okay. Spirit guides, what were the circumstances when this originated and how? Anything else for the context? Yeah. Anything else for how this originated? Okay, this one wants to come up. Of course. Of course the devil is here. The devil card, not the actual. It feels so silly to say that. So we have the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles. Hope that you can see that. And we have the Star. The Star. Man, that's painful. Okay, and the Devil. So in the first card we're definitely seeing a mother and two children. All of these cards have like backstories because they're like myths. So I may want to read those as well because I don't remember this. But it suggests that childhood, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of our subconscious beliefs originate from childhood because we are so young. That our brain isn't fully... Sorry, I'm spiritually burping, I guess. So we're so young that our brain is not fully formed and it cannot bear... No pun intended, because there's a bear here, a bear cub, right? Our brains... I'm sorry. This is the laugh that we needed because the energy was a little bit heavy. But our brains can't really handle some complex issues. So whenever that happens, the defense mechanism that it has is to like bury them in our subconscious so that it doesn't, they don't like hurt it, so that it doesn't like break our brain. I don't know how to say it because it's not designed yet to understand some complex themes, and for example grief. And I'm saying that because in this card, I don't know why I say car. Why did I say car? In this card, I remember something about this one. This one's, it's about two siblings, and I don't remember why the little brother was turned into a goat. I don't remember. But she's like just asking for help, right? To like the divine. So it looks like grief. I don't remember if she lost him at that point and she was asking for him to like get his life back. I don't remember. I have to read about that, but that looks like someone that's like pleading for somebody else's life, right? So it's grief is a very, very complex thing to process for anyone, so even more so for a young mind. So Let me read about the stories and see if I can get something. Okay, so for the Two of Coins, I wanted to see if it said anything more about the actual, like, legend, but it just said that the bear world and the human world collide for this person, right? But what I'm getting is that maybe one of your parents, here I'm seeing a mother, but it could have been either of your parents, maybe was too busy and handling a lot of things at the same time, a lot of responsibilities. So I wonder if they didn't. I'm not saying they did this in purpose, you know, sometimes it's just you are very overwhelmed with your adult life and you don't realize how that can affect a little child, right? But maybe they couldn't, like, give you the attention that you needed, or they couldn't, like, fulfill your needs completely, or, like, to your liking, so you could feel very, like, isolated, or, you know, very lonely. Maybe they didn't show up as you needed them. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The good thing is that you are an adult now. And I was talking to this with another person, with, like, a friend of mine, and if you are watching this file, hi homie. And you know, when you are an adult, you can parent yourself, and you can go back to yourself and tell yourself, your little inner child, that you know, it wasn't your fault, and that you can show up for yourself now. You can, like, fulfill your own needs now. You don't need anybody else to do that for you. So that's very empowering, and it's not easy, of course, but you can heal a part of yourself by nurturing yourself and giving yourself all of the care that you felt you needed, but was, you know, never given for whatever reason. So that is the hopeful way to look at it, I feel like. But I want to read the star one. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, it is about hope. So maybe feeling hopeless, maybe feeling like you had to deal with very harsh things on your own. That's sad. That's really sad. So with the devil, I wonder if there was any, like, substance use or addictions maybe that any of your parents have, because I'm feeling very strongly when I look at the 3 cards that the left one is, like, your mother, the center is you and your sibling, maybe multiple siblings, but I'm just seeing one here in both cards. I'm seeing two children. So, and the right energy being your father. So I wonder if, you know, this energy on the right, I'm going to call it the energy on the right, because I'm not sure if it's your father or not, or maybe this is just a very specific message for somebody. But if this person, because this snake is lit on fire, so it's giving, you know, violence to me. So I wonder if there was some violence or substance addiction or both, you know, because for example, some people when they drink they get really aggressive or violent. So I hope this is not the case for you, but if it is, I can totally see why you would feel alone, or why why you would feel the need to retreat into your mind to like to just cope with that, you know, to like through escaping. This is really heavy. I'm sorry. I'm also gonna read the other cards, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I was reading the other cards, and yeah, I'm just getting the sense of, you know, not feeling connected to other people in general, or like you feel like you have a close knit community or like circle, and also feeling disconnected from Earth, from like just not here, like you are here physically but not so much emotionally, type of thing, or you're just surviving life, not living life, or you know, I don't know, maybe. But okay, I feel like I get a sense of what that is, but I want to see now your light shadow, those you know, the beautiful parts about yourself that you don't recognize in yourself but you see and admire in others. So I want cards for that. Let's see. Let's get. Okay, I want to do the astrology ones. So what are the things that came out flying? What are the nice qualities that Pi 1 doesn't see in themselves? Please, Spirit guides, what are their light shadow attributes? Is there anything else from this deck? Should I choose another deck? Oh, I think I should choose another deck. Let's see, let's choose this one. Okay. Are there any cards about Pi 1's light shadow here, please, sorry guys? Oh, this one also wants to go. What do we have here? So, first we have air, which is, it's funny that it came flying out, because it was flying through the air. Okay, air. We also have longevity with chrysanthemum. Longevity. It's the number 39, and it has the, oh, let me show you. That's the Scorpio symbol. I hope you can see that, because there's a lot of light here now. Maybe I should close. I didn't realize that I look kind of crazy, so maybe I should close that a little bit. And this is foundation. 5. And it has a Virgo right there, a Virgo symbol. Okay. So, so far, it's giving air is very smart, you know, very, it has like a lot of things to communicate, even you know, if you don't really like exteriorize your ideas, you probably have very like a very rich inner world with a lot of like ideas and thoughts that you could share, but maybe you don't, because of all the what we were talking about before, right? But yeah, very smart, very witty, very contemplative as well, because it can be, you know, it can be philosophers or people with their energy have this ability to analyze anything and rationalize anything, and I guess what's different is the way they apply their knowledge, or like their intelligence, you know. For example, if you've got like more Gemini energy, maybe you use all of that energy into you put that into learning and like just exploring new things that excite you, and you know, it's more about your interests and what you learn, and if you have more like Libra energy, say you would like to use your intelligence in a way that you can connect with other people, or like, you know, maybe you admire people who are more diplomatic, or like, you know charismatic and know how to harmonize a room, and if it's more like Aquarius energy, which is what I'm more inclined towards, maybe because of the Venus in Aquarius that we had before with the detachment card. Aquarius is a very creative and they think out of the box, and they can come up with very original ideas that sometimes are very like avant-garde, or like ahead of their time, and people maybe don't really appreciate them at the moment, but they do later, you know. They're like, oh my gosh, this is genius. And you know, it's just very genius energy, Aquarius, because they also want to do things that are meaningful and can change like the world. It's more outward focused, but if they, because they can also be very detached, you know. It's I guess it's as a matter of channeling that energy towards doing something meaningful, and not of letting all of those ideas like stay in your head. And with longevity and foundation, I want to read them to get an idea. So these cards, longevity and foundation, are making me think of, you admire people who are very earthy and grounded and stable, and people who can navigate like the world, the physical world, the 3D, and who are smart, but also use their intelligence to like ground themselves and create, build something physical and concrete that stands the test of time. So they lay the foundations because they have a plan in their mind. They lay the foundations and they build the project, and then that lasts. It has longevity. So I wonder if maybe you feel like you were never taught to, like, ground yourself, or maybe there was a lot of instability in, like, your family growing up, or in your home, or because we could see, like, your mom, like, juggling things, and maybe she had, like, a lot of things to take care of, and maybe that just translated to you as instability. Maybe you never saw her juggling things and taking care of things. Maybe you just, maybe she just wasn't around, and for you it was like she's just gone, leaving me on my own. But maybe she was taking care of all the responsibilities. You just couldn't, like, perceive that. I don't know. But let's see more about your light shadow, because this means if this is something that you resonate with, that you see other people and you're like, oh man, they have such a stable life, and they have all of these things, material, concrete things that they worked for, and they seem to have everything together, and I could never do that. This is totally something that you're capable of, and that you would shine doing, if only you could, like, heal the part of yourself that's telling you that you can't. Let's see more. Let's see more. Okay, I want one of these. So, Spirit Guides, can we get a card for part 1 from this deck, please? About their light shadow and their good and nice and awesome qualities. Can we get only one, please? Half the deck just came out. Ooh, okay. We got Seahorse. Oh, so cute. Seahorse with number 6. Seahorse. I want to read what it says. I cannot make this up. I swear. This feels so validating, guys. Honestly. Okay, I cannot make this up. Seahorse. Plant alley is the hawthorn. Season, summer. Keywords, quick, perceptive, talented. Those born in the sign of the seahorse are flexible and resourceful, with a quick wit and sharp intellect. I cannot make this up. Oh my god. Quick wit, sharp intellect, that's air, for sure. And then these cards, foundation and longevity, resourcefulness. Oh my god. Okay. They are quick to impatience as well. Seahorse folk can be hard to follow. Their conversation darts from subject to subject, yet they possess remarkable depths of perception. And seahorses are so lovable, it is easy to forgive them. Seahorse-born people accept you for who you are and expect the same in return. Yeah. Seahorse and hawthorn together exalt the qualities of swiftness, transcendence, and beauty. The shadow they cast may take the form of frivolity, denial, or conflict. Okay, so definitely you are super smart, and also resourceful. So you can use that intelligence to like build something concrete and um, and bring you stability. So that was definitely confirmation. Um, but yeah, maybe there's just you have to put more like focus into something, or um, things require patience sometimes to like get results. So maybe you detach easily from things when you're not getting results, because that's part of self-sabotaging. It's you probably would have created something stable and concrete, but maybe you gave up before doing it every time in like different situations, and so therefore you think, 'cause that's bias confirmation, and you think, oh my god, see, I cannot be stable, I'm just an unstable person, and I'll never get anything concrete. I'll never get like the house of my dreams, or the job of my dreams, or the home of my dreams, the family of my dreams, or uh, because I just can't, because I don't deserve it. That's what you probably feel, but that you can see clearly you that you feel that way, that you feel like, okay, I don't deserve it, so I'm gonna ruin it. No, you just see it not progressing or it crumbling down, so therefore you're like, oh, okay, see, I was right. But it's not. It's you just needed um, a little bit more focus, or just, I don't know, patience. Um, but you're clearly very capable of all of that. Let's ask what you could do um, to deal with that whenever the shadow comes up. How can you deal with it? Let me think about what deck I want to use for that. I want one of these. Okay, let's see. Please, Spirit Guides, for 5-1, any advice or any way that they can deal with this shadow, or how can they work with it? Only 1 or 2 cards, please. Preferably. Any cards from this deck, please, Spirit Guides. This deck is not... It doesn't want to cooperate. The energy is all over the place. I don't know if it's me, or if it's the energy of the reading, of what I'm channeling. Okay, any cards from this deck that want to come out? Does this want to come out? Let's see what it is. Oh, it's Mother Earth, and it says, feel loved and comforted. Oh my god. I can't. You definitely... I don't want to tell you like what you should do, what you shouldn't do. No, it's up to you. But what I mean is like it would definitely help you if you could ground yourself. Do grounding exercises, just exploring anything that has to do with grounding, and see what works for you. Because different things work for different people, but this one is giving, connect with nature, maybe go for a walk and see what, take note of what you see, how you feel, what thoughts come up. Maybe that's a way of like active meditation that you can do. Maybe you could even do it barefoot if you want. You can walk on the beach if you have a beach nearby, walk on the sand, or then just walk on the dirt or the grass, and you can bird watch, you can watch the little insects or bugs, you can go for a swim, you can close your eyes and just listen to the sounds of nature, you can go camping, I don't know, just try to like explore and see, what works for you to ground yourself. Maybe just some meditation focusing on the root chakra, but that's definitely what needs to be worked on here the most, the root chakra, feeling safe, feeling connected, feeling stable, feeling present. That's a very huge thing for you, feeling present in the now. She looks so peaceful. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at her and she looks so peaceful. And maybe you can remember something from when you were a child. What made you feel peaceful? But I'm not talking about when you retreated into your mind and where you like were detached, but any moment of you like playing or exploring, like outside or on a vacation, or any place or activity that you remember that made you feel peaceful and that you enjoyed and that made you happy, that had to do like with some type of grounding. So yeah, that's super nice. I don't think like I need to read the guidebook because I just got all of that with the card and I think it was pretty straightforward, but I do want maybe one card from this deck. Can we get a flower, please, for pile one? Advice on how they can... Okay, you got... Oh, this one. This one's the one that wants to come up. Okay, let's see. Red chestnut. Red chestnut. Break the symbiosis. I don't know how to pronounce that. Symbiosis. I know how to pronounce it in Spanish, but not in English. Break the symbiosis. Pray and be calm. Your worries will not protect your loved ones, but will make both them and you ill. Mitigate the need to control everything with your faith in life. Okay, so yeah. Maybe, as I said, meditation is the way to go here, in terms of a grounding exercise. Also praying, if you enjoy praying, and if it makes you feel connected, maybe you can like try and pray but in nature, and just changing the setting and see how you feel, and maybe try to like connect with the elementals if you wish, so like the fairies and any of those spiritual creatures that you can pray to. Is that the correct preposition? Sorry, sometimes English. But yeah. Yeah, definitely worrying. I mean, it feels kind of silly to say to someone, like, just don't worry. Try not to worry, but please, if you can, try not to, like, overthink. Maybe when you start to worry or overthink, you can do these grounding exercises. Do we want one more card as advice? Okay, let's try one of these. Let's see. Can we get one more piece of advice? Like that one, please, spirit guides. Okay. Oh, it says happiness. Happiness, number 66. Okay, this is a very sweet message. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's in Spanish and I have to, like, translate as I go, but basically it's talking to you directly and it's thanking you. It's like the spirit guide's like thanking you for spreading your light, for being such a wonderful person, even in spite of everything that you had to go through and all the, like, difficult situations that you had to go through. You keep on, like, smiling and finding the positive side of it, and you touch other people's lives with your light and that's so beautiful. So maybe, I don't know if you've always been like this, or if it's, you may be kind of shy or, like, introverted or not, like, interact with people that much, but when you do, you shine a very important light and you are important to other people. So just so you know, it's okay to feel alone sometimes, but when you get outside of that mindset and you start, like, connecting with the world and with other people, and you start seeing beyond your vulnerabilities or your hurt, your grief, you can see how you can impact other people's lives, even if in small ways. I can assure you that you matter to them, you matter to someone, and you bring happiness to other people, and you can also bring happiness to yourself, and you have that. And I hope that you can see and acknowledge all of that happiness. That will help you. Maybe you compare that, like some type of gratitude exercise, or just saying thanks with your grounding exercises. You compare them both, and you can, like, try to smile. It's just you can meditate with a smile on, is what I'm saying, because it can fuel your well-being. Once you start smiling, the brain feels like it's happy, so it can help you also. Yeah, I think, like, that's a beautiful message to end the reading. Thank you for being here. You matter to me. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this reading has brought you some comfort, that you felt validated, but also that you could feel motivated and inspired to do some shadow work, or continue your shadow work if you've ever done it. You really never end. I think you never finish doing it. It's like a lifelong commitment, and a soul commitment as well, because it keeps on going after we pass. But yeah, I encourage you to do it, and you are definitely not alone. I am the prime example of you not being alone, because I feel I feel a very similar way here. So as I said, thank you for watching, for being here with me. I love you so much. Hope to see you in a different reading, and if we don't see each other in a different reading, then I hope you have a beautiful life. And bye bye. Hi there. If you picked this image, then welcome to your pile 2. I was so excited to do a reading. If you skipped the intro for this pick a card, I asked the spirit guides in my meditation before starting for you to be protected, and to just get any message, get through any message that you need and that you're capable of handling, because this can get very deep, and it probably the shadow stems from childhood trauma or those type of things. So just be sure that you are protected here, and that this is just it has the best intentions in mind. And of course you can click off at any point if you feel triggered, or if it's too much, too overwhelming or something. I don't know what's gonna come up, but I just intentioned it to be nice and helpful and validating. So yeah, let's begin. Let's see. We had a beautiful reading in pile 1, so I'm really interesting about what's gonna come out for pile 2. So let's see. Spirit guides, please, for pile 2, can we get any cards about their dark shadow in their subconscious, please? Any card about their dark shadow, please, for part 2's energy. Any card from this deck? Oh, okay. Can we please get only 1 or 2 cards? Okay, definitely that one. Oh, okay, let's see. I don't know, it's a lot of cards, but the first one that came out was this one. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns. Healing, rewriting the future. Can you see that? I hope that you can see that. Okay, and then these 3 came out together, so I don't know if I should take them, but let's take them. And this one says Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Beautiful. This one, Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess. Mystic. Teacher. Again, Priestess. Okay, part 2. Damn. And then we have Yes. Just say yes. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure exactly yet. I'm getting an idea, but I don't want to assume something and then the cards come up with something else. But what I'm feeling is someone who's very intuitive, very spiritual, very psychic, maybe even mystic, as that says, and even capable of teaching others about spirituality, or just teaching them, aiding them or supporting them in any type of lesson that they have to like learn. But someone who's really scared to accept that, or is in denial for some reason to accept that, and it probably has to do with like the ancestral patterns that here in this card would break the chain. So maybe you have ancestors that have been like persecuted or like hunted down for being spiritual, or for you know, like witch hunts and all of that. I'm not sure, but let's see more. This is definitely very magical, very spiritual, psychic energy, very I cannot I don't know how to describe it. You have priestess twice, so it's a very like feminine type of like a very intuitive, right? So maybe you mistrust, yeah, you don't trust your intuition. Let's see, maybe some of these. Let's see, can we see more about pile 2's dark shadow? Is there any card in this deck that wants to come through for pile 2's dark shadow? Okay, one came out. Anything else? Only that one? Okay, let's see what it is. This one says perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. I think that's zoom out. I'm trying to translate on the go because these cards are in Spanish. Are you focusing? Are you focusing? Okay, I don't know if it's focusing, but it's basically it's the earth, but really, really, really zoomed out, really small, and the rest is just like the universe, the very dark sky and stars. Perspective. I'm gonna read from the guidebook to see what it may be about. I have an inkling, but I'm gonna be back in a second. Yeah, so it's talking about I feel like somebody who's denying like their spiritual awakening, or like doesn't want to like see the bigger picture, or the, you know, it's weird. I don't know really how to interpret it. I don't know if that's correct. I hope that it clears out with you know, the more cards that I get out. But yeah, it's giving someone who it's so focused on like the material world that's like forgetting about why we really came here for, like just growing spiritually, growing like soul development, right? So let's see, I need a little bit more context to pinpoint like what this shadow is about. Can we get more context please with this like astrological cards? Virgo. Yo, the whole deck just exploded. Yo. Okay, but one came out separately, so I'm gonna take that one, and let's see, is there anything else? Okay, let's see, what is this? Pluto, oh my god. Pluto, here, okay. Yeah, it's giving. There's like, yeah, a spiritual awakening. You're like, um, denying, not denying, like refusing. You're refusing to change something, change your perspective on this. Maybe you're just crazy. It's like you're scared of your own power, of your own like spiritual power and your intuition and okay. Let's see more. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, patience, noble and determinate. Determined. I think that would be the translation. So Taurus is very earthy. Is very like about the material, about the pleasures of life, about stability, about having money, a stable anything. Honestly, a stable house, a stable partner, a stable family. Uh, so so yeah, it's giving very focused on that, and you're refusing to like change this. Okay, then we got Uranus. Uranus. I'm never sure how to pronounce this. I just call it Uranus. Because if we say it the other way, you know what happens, right? So, Uranus is innovation, freedom, and rebellion. Yeah, it's giving like you cannot like you are conforming to society and you don't want to like stand out in a bad way. You just want to like fit in the mold and be like a normal person, but you have this priestess inside of you that wants to come out and wants you to acknowledge her regardless of your gender. You can be whatever gender and still have the priestess energy inside of you, but like that's crazy. It's like you are probably very unusual, very quirky and unique, and probably most people won't find you their cup of tea, and maybe that's why you're afraid and scared, because you just want to live a normal earthly life. That's the vibes that I'm getting. I don't know if I'm correct. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Can we ask? Because if we buy one, I asked where, like the context of where did the shadow originate or how it originated, So I feel like I want to do the same. But there's something so unsure about this. Like I'm not feeling confident, but I don't know. Maybe that has to do with you as well. I don't know if it's just me not feeling confident. Maybe it's just something that you don't feel confident because of this. Let's see. Can we ask about pile 2's dark shadow? When did this originate, or what was the context? How it originated? Where did it stem from? Let's see. What is this? The Hangman. The World. 4 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Okay. The Hangman. Hope that it's focusing, because I can't really tell. The World. Four of Cups. Two of Swords. These tarot cards have stories because they're based on mythology, so let me check the guidebook and see if I get anything specific from them. Okay, so there's something that really stuck with me when I was reading those. In the Four Cups, it said romanticizing bad choices and ignoring like the good ones, something like that. And then the Two of Swords is also about being stuck between two choices. And it says that the decision is not easy and cannot be made blindly, calls for self-reflection. And the Hangman is very much about self-reflection and like just choosing to like stop everything, like stop the world and just put yourself upside down to see a different perspective and reflect on things so that you can learn your lesson, right? But sometimes, you know, it can be about someone who's acting like a martyr or who's self-sacrificing for, you know, the sake of others, but actually you like want to like victimize yourself a little bit, thinking that you're doing it for other people, right? But what's throwing me off is the World. So the World is about completion, about ending cycles. So maybe this is about repeating this cycle. Maybe this is not something that you've only gone through once, but this is maybe you're older and you've gone through this several times, but it's giving, yes, coming back to like the bad choices or like the going blindly into choosing what's like worse for you and maybe not reflecting upon really your spiritual journey. But also, I was asking where or how or when, you know, the circumstances when this may have originated, and I know the Hangman card is not about this, but the way she is, you know, the symbol that she's making and the way that it's placed, it's making me think of the womb, and maybe this happened during your gestation. I don't know if that's the correct word, but during your, like, the pregnancy of your mother. Yeah, and the world usually is represented by like the just the world and the angel there, but this here is represented by two people, like they seem to be a couple. So this could be your parents, or this could be one of your partnerships as well. So I'm not really sure, people. I'm not really sure. But it could also be towards the end, because, you know, that world is like the end of a cycle, so towards the end of the pregnancy. Or also, she is resting, but she has her eyes closed, and it just kind of looks like she has passed. Like, it could be someone who has just passed away, right? So it could be maybe one of your most recent lifetimes. I'm not sure, but it could be that, or towards the end of your last lifetime or something. Yeah, because, I mean, she also has her eyes closed, right? And there are flames. There are flames there, so it could be something similar to a witch hunt, or like, someone who's being like burned to death, which that's horrible. But yeah, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying maybe it could have been from a previous lifetime, someone who was like punished, you somehow were punished for maybe expressing their intuitive gifts, their spirituality. Interesting. Wow, I'm really like kind of speechless right now, because I'm not sure. But you will know if this is like your file or your situation. You probably will know. But I want to see. Okay, let's ask more specifically, why are you afraid of this? Why are you afraid of your... Oh, maybe one of... Let's see. Why are you afraid of your spirituality? Why are you afraid of your... Let's see what we got. Oh, criticism. You're afraid of being criticized for it. Then we have publicity. Ooh, okay. And resistance. Okay. Yeah. You're afraid of being criticized, scrutinized, also maybe scared about gossip, of what people are gonna say to you and about you, and also because you know that there's people who are gonna not like the idea of you being psychically gifted. It's people who are gonna... People are gonna like reject you and talk about you and ostracize you maybe, and just what's the word in English? People are gonna like... Because I want to say... There's something in Spanish coming up, but I don't know how to translate it, but they're gonna resist you, and you'll resist seeing the truth. Maybe they would feel threatened by you, but you know how usually society like points out and singles out things that are different. So wow, definitely there's something about like the public eye, and yeah, they're pointing like this is pointing, right? This finger's pointing at her, but also here this is pointing at this star. I hope you can see that. So definitely a fear of being like singled out and rejected, and you know, for the whole world to see you being ridiculous, and you also don't want to go against the current. You don't want to go against like what everyone else is doing. Yo, that's crazy. Too. I'm sorry that you feel that way. But this is a lot of this is stemming from like just your insecurities and your fear, and as we said, maybe even from past lifetimes. So it doesn't mean that it's gonna be like that, or that this you're gonna be presented with this. This is just like what your fear is imagining, right? I want to ask though about your light shadow. Enough of this. Enough of this. These fears and insecurities. I want to see what amazing qualities you have that you see in others and admire in others, but don't see in yourself. So let's get one of these. Let's get one of these. What are Fatu's light shadow characteristics? I think this one wants to come out. Rowan the Thinker. That's so cute. Look at it, it's so cute. Okay. Okay, before I read what that says, I want to get a couple more. Oh, okay. We got Clarity with the carrot and number 1, and this is the Virgo symbol. And then we have, what's this word in English? Plenitud. I'm gonna have to Google that. Okay, so yeah, this is fullness, and this is a blackberry, number 33, and this is the Aquarius symbol here. So I don't know, I just found it funny that this is 1, this is 2, and this is double 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3. This is a stupid number thing that I noticed. But yeah, fullness, clarity, and the thinker. Okay, I wanna get wanna get one more. Maybe this one. Let's see. Can we get one card for Pile 2's light shadow attributes, please? Spirit guides. Whoa! Okay, we got 2. No, we got 3. Oh, let's see what they are. Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. I love that. Wow, that is beautiful. Then we got She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. It's it's giving you Shakira's song. There's a she-wolf in the closet. I don't remember how it goes in English, but I do remember the words in Spanish better. But That's silly. Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's read row 1. The Thinker. It says, Animal ally, cat. Season, spring. Celtic festival, invoke. Keywords, knowledge, idealism, originality. If you were born during the season of Rowan, you are not likely to follow the crowd, but must listen to the calling of your soul in making life choices. Okay. This may make you seem eccentric to those whose spirits are not so untethered. You strive to understand the workings of the world and the universal mysteries behind them. You know that there are more things in heaven and earth that are dreamt of in your philosophy. Rowan is a witch's tree, and it draws forth the inner knowing that is the essence of all true magic. Action must follow thoughtful reflection. Oh! The bright spark of a new idea should be nurtured into a steady fire of creativity. Yo. Okay. I see where this is going. Okay, so far, I read the bottom 3. I didn't read these ones on the top, but it's giving, you are, because you really admire people who think things through and who then start doing something and they have the clarity. They're not like stuck in a sea of ideas, or like, they can get past that and they can choose like one thing, and just decisiveness and clarity, and then they can execute the ideas, and they follow their heart, but they also choose wisely with their mind, kind of like this mind and heart connection. So yeah, people who are decisive and who have clear intentions. Yeah, because the star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul, unleash the wild within, and graceful. Yeah, and people who are not afraid to be who they are and to state, do what they want to do without feeling like judged. Because this card said something about must listen to the calling of your soul in making life choices. This may make you seem eccentric to those whose spirits are not so untethered. It's like you admire people who can be their weird spiritual eccentric selves and even and it doesn't matter what other people think or say or do or whatever they whatever rejection they face, they have to face, they don't mind, because they have to follow their soul, the voice of their soul, and they're gonna do it because they know that's the best for them, and they're not afraid of there's this wild energy as well with the she-wolf and the Shaolin Master with the action. Like, they act on their instincts as well, and it's so funny because this is absolutely something that you could do if only you were not as concerned with what other people would say or think or do, or like, you know, uh, it's a really valid fear though. But you know, I'm not trying to like tell you, ah, that's silly. No, because of course I care about what people think of me as well, and sometimes it can be very paralyzing and very scary. Like all of the things that your mind can even, all of the scenarios that you can come up with in your head can get very scary and very real. They can feel very real. So I understand you. But what I mean is, this is so like, it goes hand in hand. Of course, it goes hand in hand because it's two sides of the same coin. That's the light and the dark shadow. But it's just, you admire these type of people, but it's also you. You are also so capable of following, because you have a lot of intuition, and you're just borderline psychic if you're not psychic. And you know, it's like, you're a mystic, you're a priestess, and so this is absolutely possible for you to do, to like take action based on what, you know, spirit tells you, like your higher self tells you, that you can absolutely listen to that. You are capable of it. Just flabbergasted. I'm sorry. I'm like, how can you not see, Pile 2, that you are amazing and you are meant to stand out, and you are meant to like break the mold and break the chains as well of your ancestors, and just you are meant to be magical. Do not try to like conform to this society, because you are meant to be different. I can see that. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'm feeling like some push here, so you may like feel maybe blockages in your third eye or something, because I'm feeling some type of pressure here, and it's starting to bother me now. So let's see, can we get advice for Pile 2? More advice, because I know that it's a bummer to hear people say that. Try not to care what other people think. Like, I know that's maybe frustrating, but let's see what Spirit has to say. Maybe they have a better advice for you, or like they maybe say in a way that's more helpful. Let's see. I want to get flowers for sure. I get some flowers for you for Pile 2, please. Spirit guys, what advice? What useful advice can we give to Pile 2? What advice can we give to Pile 2? Oh. Can we please get 1 or 2 cards as advice for Pile 2? Okay, maybe not this deck. Oh, there's one. There was one card that was like facing me, but I didn't see it. Centauri, number 4. Okay. Let's see. Where's the guidebook? Here. Okay. Your glance is fixed on others. I cannot make that up. By their needs and desires. But in this way, you risk disappearing from your own horizon. Look inside yourself, towards what you are and what you want. There you will find the constancy to be free, the will to move along your path, the strength to create your destiny. Love your neighbor as yourself. Yeah. If only you could like look within and see that your magic is meant to heal the world and not meant to like hurt you or anyone else, you will understand like how important it is for you to show this, to show all of this, and not conceal it, not repress it, not refuse it, not resist it. But I want more. Let's see, what advice can we give spirit guides, please, for pile 2? What advice can we give to them? What is this? I don't know if I'm meant to take this, because the whole deck, like, I think they are meant for you, yes, because it says you can do it. You can. Okay, I don't know if it's focusing. Then it's intuition, but it was like upside down, like this. Intuition. And advancement? No, what is this word? Advancing. Moving forward. Going forward. Okay. I'm gonna read the guidebook and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so yeah. Spirit guides are saying that you can move forward, that you can look within, hear yourself, hear what you want, what you feel, what you think is right, and believe that if you will move forward and act on that you will get anything that you need. Like, you will have anything that you need. You will be provided with whatever resources, people, whatever support that you need. Just trust that it will be there and that it will help you overcome any negativity that arises as well, because nothing ever is like super smooth and beautiful and rose colored. Sometimes we get some like things, negative things that come up, but it doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, or that it's not your path. As long as it feels right in the end, you will be able to overcome anything, because it's saying that you're supported by the spirit guides, by the universe. Whenever you take like the right path for you and you make the right choices for you that are aligned with your soul path, everything will come out, like everything will go well. And you absolutely can do it. You are supported, you are provided for as well, and what's left is to let go within and try to identify what you want, what you need. Like, try to know yourself, try to listen to your intuition and your heart's desire and your soul whispers, and your higher self guidance. I feel like you're very intuitive. You should like try to do anything spiritual to like try to to connect with your higher self. You can try tarot, you can try runes, you can try oracle cards, you can try pendulum, you can try thousand roads, you could try intuitive writing, intuitive scrying. No, I didn't want to say intuitive scrying. I just wanted to say scrying. Tea leaves. You can pretty much get messages from anything. Like, pay attention to your dreams, and like whatever happens in your dreams, any personal symbolism. Just try to listen and be open to your inner guidance, because you're very intuitive. and this is like the 100th time that I've said this, but you have to believe that. It doesn't matter how many times I say it, you have to recognize that and believe that, and believe that it will bring good, only good and nice things to you. It will bring you abundance, and it will show you the way to go, like the path to follow for you. Okay, that is so, well, that felt very significant. Thank you for being here, Pod 2. Thank you for channeling. Let me channel. Thank you for letting me channel your energy, your beautiful energy. And I hope that you get the strength to listen to yourself and to acknowledge your divinity and your magic, because you can do it. And share with me in the comments, please, like, if any of this resonated. And I love you. I hope to see you in a different reading. If we don't cross paths again, then I hope that you have a beautiful life, full of magic and spirituality and believing in yourself. And yeah, thank you for being here. Bye. Hi there. If you chose this image, hi, welcome. This is your pile 3. So your pile is being filmed on a different day, because yesterday, it got too late, and there wasn't like not much sunlight left anymore, and I had to do other things, so I was like, yeah, might as well film it tomorrow, right? So we're starting fresh, but just in case you just chose another pile before this, and now you're seeing me and I look different, or from the intro, this is why. That's the reason why. So yeah, this reading is about exploring your subconscious. So I intentioned it in my little meditation that I do before the reading, with the spirit guides, for us to be protected, and just for any messages that you need to come through, but not messages that will like hurt you or trigger you or make you feel bad. This is meant to like comfort you and inspire you. Some things are gonna be maybe a little bit hard, because when exploring your dark shadow, usually some trauma comes up, or like, just unhealthy patterns of behavior, or self-limiting beliefs. So that's normal, but the intention is for us to also explore your light shadow, which is the beautiful qualities that you see in others that you admire, but you don't recognize in yourself, but you also have them. So it's two sides of the same coin, really, the dark shadow and the light shadow. So I hope that you enjoy it, and let's dive in. Let's begin with these ones. Okay. Spirit guides, please, can we get one card or two if you want for pile 3's dark shadow, please? Oh, we got 2. Okay, nice. We got fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. I think that this one came out in pile 2 or pile 1. I don't know. It came out yesterday in one of the piles. Can you see that? And we have trust the niggle, What is this niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay. Interesting, because that feels a little bit like a combination of pile 2 and pile 1, but I'm not sure yet. Let's maybe pull more cards. Spirit guides for pile 3's dark shadow, please. What else can you tell us about or light shadow? Okay, something came out. Oh, 2 came out. So this one says starbathing. How do you translate this? Give me a second. Yeah, so it says starbathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Interesting. And perspective. Okay, this one definitely I remember came out in pile 2. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. I don't know if it's focusing, sorry, but it's a teeny tiny planet Earth, and then there's like the galaxy, like everything's black, just the black universe. Okay, interesting. So Trust and Eagle is definitely about having an intuitive feeling and following through on like what it's telling you. So following your intuition. Then Fill Up Your Well is about resting, about replenishing, filling your own cup, right? So retreat, rest, and refuel. I'm having a hard time integrating all of these cards together. I'm gonna have to read Starbathing though. Give me a sec. So yeah, it's talking about receiving star codes from the what does it say? It's talking about working with the crystalline grid of the Earth. So talking about traveling to different places to like connect with the different vibrations in different parts of the Earth. Also your light body being activated, so I think in that sense it can connect with like the card of Fill Up Your Well, because you have to rest and slow down to like integrate the change in vibration, right? So maybe you don't give yourself time to like rest and or slow down or just meditate, relax. I'm still not sure though. I need more cards with this pile. But it's feeling like a mix of the other piles, honestly. What can we get more insight with some astrological cards? Maybe, please, Spirit guys. What is this pile's dark shadow all about? Okay, I got water, the element of water, and Gemini. It says adapting, curious, communicative. Adapting, curious, communicative. Maybe there's some type of rigidity in your mind that doesn't let you like adapt to the changes that are going on in the world. And also with water, maybe it's hard for you to like connect with your own emotions. That's why you don't like to like rest, because otherwise you're like maybe faced with your emotions. I'm kind of puzzled with this pile, honestly. But there's something about maybe not wanting to like connect with deeper. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm calling you like like superficial or like surface level, but there's something about not wanting to connect maybe with the deeper aspects of yourself, go within. Let's see if we get... Okay, let's get some tarot cards. Let's see. Can you give us more context about pile 3's dark shadow, please? Spirit guides. How did it originate, or when these want to come out? Anything else? This one. Okay. Okay, so who's here? 9 of Swords. The Empress. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. And the Emperor. So we got the Empress and the Emperor. And the Wheel of Fortune is like in the middle of them. Like between them. So in the Nine of Swords cards, there's like I'm gonna read it because it's this deck is connected to different myths from different cultures. So this seems like Greece, some type of Greek myth, but I don't know which one, I don't remember, so I'm gonna read that. But this is definitely like a family, right? So I wonder if this is talking about like your family, because also with the Empress and the Emperor, I wonder if these are your parents. Hang on. So it is Oedipus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oedipus. In Spanish is my native language, just in case you don't know. So in Spanish it's Edipo. So it's a very famous myth, actually, because you have the Oedipus complex stemming from that. So basically the oracle told the father that his son would grow up to like want to kill him because he wanted to like marry his mom, his own mother, which yeah, it is kind of weird, but he got so anxious about it that he wanted to like avoid that at all costs, right? So it's a card that talks effed up family dynamics and also anxiety and catastrophizing, I guess, and getting ahead of like the future instead of just seeing what happens, right? So then the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. So I wonder if there's some anxiety about stability, because the Empress and the Emperor are very like material energies, very like earthly or like connected to like the earth, very grounded, I would say. They have their stuff together. And they are divine counterparts, so it's not like the High Priestess and the Magician, which feel way more spiritual. These are more earthly to me, so I don't know, sorry, I got like distracted because I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune, and the figure's like holding her belly, so it feels like okay, no, it's not her belly, maybe it's like some type of pot, but I thought that it was her belly, and the way that the hands are like pointing towards the Emperor and the Empress, it's I wonder if it's like you were born in a family that is very centered on like earthly matters and the material, and very, very preoccupied about it, to the point that it produced in you, like it generated in you maybe workaholism, or like just being addicted to like achieving, or like getting things done and in the earthly realm, and maybe to a point that it's like obsessive, or similar to a lack mindset, or like it's never enough, and like I don't have time to sit down and like meditate or whatever. That's not productive. That doesn't make sense. Or why would I like, like emotions are useless, or that type of mindset. I'm not sure. I'm just like brainstorming based on like the cards like water and Gemini, and all of the cards about like not trusting the niggle of your intuition, not giving you time to like rest, giving yourself time to rest, and the perspective card, which is about seeing the broader picture, and being mindful of what we come to do here, which is like evolve our souls, and it's not about like what you can see, which is close to you, that is this reality and your daily life, and the more like surface level stuff. Again, with the surface level, I'm not calling you like superficial, but like I don't know how else to read this energy. I need more cards. I need clarification. Which ones am I gonna use? Maybe this one? Can you tell us a little bit more about pile 3's Dark Shadow, please, Spirit Guides? Oh, 2, okay. Sure. What is this? Oh, no, 3. Okay. Okay, so we got Jupiter in Pisces with seduction. Moon in Leo with appreciation. And Jupiter in Taurus with status. So yeah, status. And so, okay, seduction is like something that calls your attention, or like you feel pulled towards, but sometimes you like don't realize that that's like distracting you from your main like objectives, or your main, the main course or path. It can detour you from because you are on a path walking, right? And you see a beautiful flower, so you're like, oh, pretty flower, and you go and you're like distracted by its beauty. You're seduced by that, and you forget that there was a path that you were walking on, and you forget your main objective, because maybe then you see another beautiful flower, you see, I don't know, you start seeing more things that seduce you, and they're like they don't add much to like the grand scheme of things. They don't like, you have to keep walking on the path, otherwise you won't reach, or you won't arrive to your destination. So it doesn't do anything for you more than like delay your arrival. I don't know if it makes sense, but those cards together are giving being seduced by the earthly feelings of being noticed and appreciated, and getting attention with this appreciation and status. Is like you're more concerned with like the way you appeared to other people, and maybe what you have, or the way you like, I don't know, what the possessions that you have, the profession that you have, the education, maybe, because Gemini as well, maybe there's a strong like Taurus energy, Taurus vibes that this is giving me, and we do have Jupiter and Taurus. But how can I explain this clearly? I don't know, I've been sensing since the beginning someone who's like very focused on things that in the grand scheme of things don't really matter, like a very vain things. Of course, like having a good stable life is good, but not if you obsess over it to the point that you don't even like, you deny your spirituality, or you deny yourself rest, or if it's unbalanced, it's always like something to work on or try to adjust. So maybe, as this is like your dark shadow, maybe you want to hide the fact that sometimes you want to disappear. Sometimes you want to travel, sometimes you want to like just disappear for a month, or a couple of weeks, I don't know, and travel, go somewhere, follow your heart and where your intuition is telling you to go. Maybe you see people who are more calm and relaxed and don't go with like just go with the flow and listen to like their bodies and their feelings, their emotions, and maybe you dislike these type of people and you think that they're like what's the word, flaky or like irresponsible or like that it's that they are weak. I don't know exactly, but probably they irritate you at least a little bit, or you don't get it, or maybe you feel self-aware you do, but you try to like ignore the fact that you have a little bit of envy. Because they can so easily prioritize their well-being instead of like what they should do according to society of like being productive, being stable. I don't know if I'm going on the right direction here, but I want to see the other side of the coin now and see like your light shadow, and let's see if we are on the right track, or maybe it will make me realize that there's something else that I didn't see. Okay, let's see. What is pile 3's light shadow? Spirit guides, please. Can we get 1 or 2 cards for pile 3's light shadow? What are the beautiful qualities that they admire in others, but they also have inside of them and are capable of? Oh, so many. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the first one that my eyes saw was this one, success. Mint. Sorry. This is the Libra symbol here. Mint, success. Then transition, cauliflower, and this is a Cancer symbol. It's not number 11, this was number 20. And then protection with onion, and this is the Aries symbol there. So I want to get a couple more. I want to get this one. Spirit guides, what can you tell us about? Damn. Okay. Okay. Sure. It just took 2 cards, like I couldn't even shuffle. 2 cards just came out and I was like, should I take them? Shouldn't I? But I was like, yeah. So, shapeshifter. Can you focus? Please, camera. Okay. And druid. Hold the space. Oh, sorry. This one says shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Yo. Okay. And I want to get one of these 2. Please, spirit guides, for pile number 3 about their light shadow. What card? Okay, that's a lot. Can we get one, please? Okay, this one. Ash, the enchanter. Ooh, okay, that looks like the Hameline's, like the, no, Pete Piper. I think that's the name in English. Pete Piper. Uh, this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna read that first. Ash, the Enchanter. Animal ally, snake. Season, spring. Keywords, imagination, poetical vision, fantasy. If you were born during the season of Ash, you have been touched by the magic wand of the imagination. You easily see beyond what is. You see and welcome what could be. Ash folk dance to the tune of life that plays for them alone. This can make you inclined towards shyness and solitude. But once you find your clan, the bonds are strong. Ash holds the key to the other world, and the dull day-to-day will never be enough for those under its influence. Beware of staying too long in the realm of the fantastical, though. Time passes quickly there, and you may miss out on meaningful milestones in the mundane world. Okay. So, I should read the others, but I'm getting this sensation that even though maybe some people who are not super grounded irritate you a little bit, or people who are like calm and introspective and who actually listen to like what their body needs and what their what they need instead of what they should be doing, or instead of being productive, I feel like at the same time you admire people who like this said live their life according to their own wishes and desires, and who are super like imaginative and live more in, maybe not so much here or yes, but yes, because then we have transition, success, protection, shapeshifter, druid. So it feels like you admire people who don't go to the extreme and are actually able to balance both things, like they're being authentic and marching to the beat of their own drum, but also are successful enough here, or like they can achieve the things that they want. Not everything, not like super overachievers, but they achieve what they desire, what they imagine they put into like they can build it in reality, and also somehow everything works out for them, and they're like, they feel like they're like divinely protected, because probably they are, because they're listening to like their body, their intuition, their higher self, and listening to the rhythm of their bodies, of their, you know, their journey. Because sometimes we have moments where everything's going like there's like a sudden wave of action, and then there are periods of inaction, and you have to learn to like ride the waves and not try to force things when we can force things. You don't have to have the same rhythm all the time. That's what I mean. Like, you don't have to be like high achieving all the time. Sometimes you need to rest, and you don't listen to your body or your mind, because sometimes you need rest, mental rest, right? Sometimes you need emotional rest. Sometimes you need physical rest. It's all different things. Sometimes it can, depending on how self-aware you are, or how easy it is for you to like identify emotions, feelings, or sensations in the body, it all can get jumbled, and maybe it all translates psychosomatically into physical pain or just fatigue, or, you know. But that's besides the point. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. Because with the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts and hold the space. These are like very gifted people who use their gifts when they can, like when they do, they're successful at everything that they're doing, and they, with transition, they know how to act, when to rest, when to jump into action, and during they hold the space. Like, as I said, not everything, again, this every card is like confirming the other one. Is like there has to be some silences. Think about musical what's musical sheet, I think that's a word in English, I think that's a term. It has notes in different like times, rhythms. I don't know how, I don't know the vocabulary in English exactly, but not every note is worth like the same amount of time. Some are shorter, some are longer, some are paired together like quickly, and then there are silences actually. So everything makes a beautiful song. Just imagine a song that's all like ta 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 ta. It's like the same exact sound, the same exact, distance between the notes, the same notes, and no silences in between. Everything is like super mechanic. It doesn't sound like a song. It doesn't have flow and rhythm. So I feel like you would admire people who are capable of they can adapt to any situation. They can adapt to the world in a way that you feel that you can't. You feel like you're rigid, and that you feel like this is the only way that you can do it, right? Like high achieving all the time and the same rhythm and no rest, and you actually can, because this is your light shadow. This is what you admire in others. Secretly is inside of you as well, and you're capable of it. You're totally capable of adapting and balancing your needs and your wishes with like duty and accomplishment, and your desire to also be like to be seen as an overachiever, as like to have some type of status and social position, I guess. I don't know exactly. You will know in your situation what this is, a type of like popularity of I don't know exactly, but you're absolutely capable of doing it. So I want to ask the spirit guides like what they recommend, but I'm assuming that I know a little bit what the advice could be. I think you definitely need to rest and listen more to like your body, but maybe let's see if they have like more specific ways. Can we get advice for pile 3, please, spirit guides? How can they work with their work with their shadow and integrate their shadow better so that their light shadow shines through? We got 2. We got 34, water violet. Oh look, there's a lot of like children and people. And we got 19, larch. Can we get advice for pile 3, please, spirit guides? Every card is coming out like in 2 or 3. So we got this is like moving forward or advancing, and this is freedom. Okay, there. Freedom, advancing. Okay. Is there one more that I want? One of these. I want one of these. I don't know if I pulled one of these for the other groups, but you're gonna get one if the spirit guides want for you to get one. Can we get advice for pile 3, please? Spirit guides regarding their shadow. Okay, we got that one. What is it? Swan. Accept your beauty that's inside of you, like your inside beauty, and let it shine on the world. Okay, that's beautiful. That's actually like letting your light shadow shine, even though it's a shadow. You can like exteriorize it. First, you have to recognize it, of course. Because this is talking about subconscious things, patterns, and beliefs. So I want to read the flowers. 34. Water violet. Sorry, I have trouble pronouncing the short V and the V. Water violet. You have been granted great gifts. Don't disdain those who have been less fortunate. Free your emotions and you will rediscover the joy of being with others. Yeah, there's something about emotional constipation as well in this group with the water when it came out. Rediscover the joy of being with others. Maybe this is encouraging you to like make some time to hang out with your friends, with your family, with people you love. I don't know, your team if you do sports, but in a setting of like playful, enjoying, celebrating, you know, a more like light-hearted setting where you can have fun and laugh and smile and feel the warmth, and that definitely can get you to exteriorize feelings of happiness and joy. You also should like work on your negative feelings as well, because they can still be buried inside of you. But definitely try to like not be so like uptight or like goal oriented. It's great to be goal oriented, but don't try to be obsessed with it that you don't have like a social life or that you cannot enjoy things anymore, you know. 19, Larch. Take heart. Everything is fine. Everything you need is already within you. It is useless to seek it in a panic and useless to find excuses not to act. You are perfectly capable of dealing with the situation, so take action. Yeah, so this is just confirmation. This is telling you this. You're capable of balancing the material and the spiritual and the emotional in a way that it benefits you and that it lets your gifts shine through and lets you evolve as a soul instead of just getting seduced by the game of being a human, like so much that you forget that you are more than just a human, that you have a soul and that you are, you know, infinite and boundless and spiritual and connected to everyone. Yeah, let's I'm gonna read these other two cards because the guidebook is in Spanish, so I'm just gonna read it and condense it and report back with the message. Yeah, so it's I'm just laughing because both cards were kind of similar in terms of like freeing yourself. Don't like try not to overthink or be afraid or anxious about anything that can like restrict you. So this means other people's opinions, your like social status. I'm not kidding, it mentioned it there, so this is more confirmation. A work that you hate, a partner that you hate, just any situation that's like holding you down, people that you hang out with just because of like status, right? Because of appearances. Anything. If you're not happy in your family, if you're not happy in your friend group, if you're not happy in your work environment, if you're not happy where you live, maybe you want to like move, because with this card, the sunbathing card, it talked about traveling to different places or spots in the earth where you can feel like different star codes, like, you know, they're very woo-woo things, but it's really about liberating yourself, freeing yourself of anything that deep inside you know is holding you down, or you're not happy with it, and trying to like reconnect with joy, reconnect with like your the wild part of yourself. And here it says a lot about, it says the swan card, it's about accepting your inner beauty and let it shine in the world. So there's, you know, definitely gifts that you have, things that you want to do, aspects of your personality, or things that you want to like just show to the world that you, for some reason, you don't, because you think that it doesn't fit the mold, or it doesn't like, you know, fit the image that you've created of yourself. I don't know. And I understand, maybe depending on your age, maybe you're an older person and there's a lot that you have created, and it's hard to let go of all the hard work that you've done over the years to build what you have built. So, but I understand, but it's definitely pointing to that something that's not making you happy, something that you're repressing, and it needs to be liberated. But yeah, and with the moving forward card, I want to talk about also not just past, like cleansing past energy, past people, past places, past, you know, anything that's stagnant, but also about advancing or like moving forward in your spiritual path and your soul journey, and any lesson that you've been avoiding, or like anything that you just have to develop spiritually that you haven't, because of getting distracted with the 3D. I feel like, you know, Spirit is telling you that you are a free spirit, and that you should like honor that if you want. Of course, it's not, I'm not telling you exactly, you know, what you have to do. You should do this, you should do that, but this is the advice that they, you know, want to give you. And you are a wild child, and you are capable of still like being authentic and still not losing too much. Or, you know, it's with the 9 of Swords that we saw, it's giving like you are way more, you're creating a way bigger problem, way bigger like negative outcome than it has to be, or that than what it will result if you just let loose and do what you want to do and honor yourself, your wishes, your mind, body. It feels like you're just catastrophizing a little bit, and it's not that bad. If you only move forward, and you'll see that it's not that bad, that people will still accept you, and if they don't let you, find a new group of people that will, that are more authentic and probably members of your soul family. So I feel like that's pretty much the end of the reading, file 3. I hope that you liked it, that you enjoyed it. I really did, and I think you're wonderful. I think you are not as uptight and rigid as you think that you are. I feel like there's a little wild spirit inside of you that wants to explore the world in a more childish and light-hearted way, innocent way, and have fun and play. So thank you for watching. I love you. I hope this has been useful. I hope to see you in a different reading that I post, and if we don't cross paths again, I hope that you have a beautiful life. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.